Oh man, I don't know. Like I said, when we hit, we hit the end of August, and the end of August and the beginning of September was when my allergies started. I just finished a bout of sneezing. I gotta start taking care of some cleaning today. I'm telling you, my body just wanted to crash out, and I did. And so anyway, thanks for the video again. I dealt with this briefly, long time ago when I was with Nurse Becky, and it was going good with Nurse Becky. We made it 4 years, and we never argued. The sex was always good. She cooked every night. I already discussed this before. It didn't work out because she uh, became addicted to drugs, and she became addicted to gambling. And I told her to get help. She said no, so we had to say goodbye. But other than that, when we would be out in public, it was always the old white men all the time. I never understood that, giving the really, the death stare, like this brother saying, like, and I'd look back at them like, what the fuck are you looking at? And then they would look away, like, you know, it's it was never the white women. It was always the older white men. It's like, I guess the ones that did it, they were like, we used to string dudes up like for even looking, or for even attempting to look at one of our women. You know what I'm saying? How dare you think you can do this, right? And like I said, I would just laugh. It was just funny. I'm talking about real old dudes, like in their 80s and whatnot, just looking so mad, like they wanted to just punch me, or worse than that, when they saw me with her and whatnot. I rarely got any looks from black women, because she lived in a pretty much an all white neighborhood. So we didn't see any black women out there. It is what it is. In her area, I learned towards the middle of this relationship, that her area was a known area for people messing with black men. If you drove through, the cops would stop you. They never did that to me. They never bothered me like that. Quite possibly because I'm a very light skinned black male, could be. So, but nobody ever bothered me out there like that, and whatnot. But like I said, it was the older white. I remember older white males. We went to a local, like a fair. I think it was the Catholics did it. When you go to a fair, they have rides, they have a beer tent, and it was me and her. And once again, it was these older white males that was just constantly mean mugging, and I would turn around and look at them hard, and then they would get embarrassed and they would look away. It was like, would you fucking leave it alone? Like, shit, man. It's like, I didn't really take it like that. What this brother's saying is correct. Like, you have a group of women who never wanted you in the first place. You have a group of women that have would have never talked to you in the first place. You have a group of women that would laugh you to scorn if you would even attempt to try to get the phone number from them, right? And the minute they see you with another race of women, it's all of this talk, all of this nonsense, and it seems like just like the video I showed yesterday with the woman who allegedly ate a cat. It seems like demonic activity with a lot of them. You know, I've said this before. If you're not worshiping the one true God, then you are worshiping demons, and you probably have demons on you, and a lot of them. When I look at a lot of black women, I look at the demonically possessed in public. I do because what this brother said, it kind of reminds me of the movies Paranormal Activity. When I'm out and about in public, I see groups of them in groups, and they're always looking around. Like you don't see them talking, you see them looking around and looking at people, and it looks weird, it looks disturbing, and it looks like they're like possessed. And like he was saying, like the looks you get from them, like uh, uh, mean looks. Like when I'm in a group of people, we're usually talking and we're laughing and we're interacting with other people. When I see a lot of them in groups, they just are constantly looking around, like they're looking for something, and it just looks weird to me. And they don't smile and they don't interact with people, and it looks like a witch's coven, if you ask me. It looks like they're demonically possessed, and it just looks like they're out for nefarious purposes. I am not saying all, not saying all. I feel uncomfortable around them when they are in a group because once again, they look really funny. Their faces look weird. They're not smiling. They're not interacting with people. And if you happen to interact with them or whatever, it's gonna feel uncomfortable. They have devolved to this point where I think 24 hours a day that they hate us. You know, it is what it is. They hate us, and they definitely don't want to see nobody else bringing us joy. And that, to me, is like a demonic activity. It really does seem like that to me. We hate you and we don't want anybody else to love you. So, what would you call that? You would call that demons. You would call that demonic activity. You would call that demonic possession. That's exactly what you would call that. There's no human that can sustain this level of hatred the way a lot of them do this. So I believe a lot of them are demonically possessed. I really do. I really do. Somebody left in the comment section, well, this is understandable because the white man and these black women are on the same team. I'm like, yeah, it is the truth, and the ones that do it, uh, it is what it is. You know, this brother is right, and like I said, imagine being rejected and then you know the women from your own race that have done the rejecting is now looking at you mad because somebody else wants you. That's demonic. You know, closing this out, I remember I talked to women all around the world, friendships only, Your average foreign woman versus an American woman is, if a foreign woman doesn't like you, you know what she'll do? She'll tell you politely she's not interested. And she'll try to hook you up with one of her friends. She doesn't have this meanness to her, mean mug. She's just always tries to stay on that helpful mode. But these American black women, man, is it's on the hatred mode. A lot of them stay on that hatred level, and that is, according to the Bible, you are not supposed to hate your brother in your own heart, and that's the Old Testament, which a lot of them don't believe in. So it is what it is. The death stares from old white men and black women, the black women who ironically don't want us. It's just you just have to laugh at it and just ignore it.